students. In today's video, we will be talking about significant figures. It is a part of 11th class chemistry, first chapter, some basic concepts of chemistry. You will also study about significant figures in physics. Okay, let us see what significant figures are. The total number of digits in a number, including the last digit whose value is uncertain. Maybe with the definition we do not follow anything, but when we take examples we will understand how to identify that this number has these many significant figures. Okay, in the textbooks and all you will find list of the rules given. Actually, just understand properly. There are no big rules. Just by simple understanding, by looking at the number, you will be able to identify the number of significant figures. Let us see first. First rule is all non-zero digits. Non-zero digits are all significant. All non-zero, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are all significant numbers. Okay. Now, let us see 0. What about 0 then? For 0, we will classify them in 3 different categories. First category, if the zeros are trapped. If they are trapped means between any two non-zero numbers they appear. Like you can see this one. This is a trapped 0. If it is a trapped 0, it is significant. If it is a trapped 0, it is significant. Let us see now the next category, leading zeros. Leading 0 means 0 which is coming before any number, like this 0, even before decimal, any non-zero number, before that any zeros which come, they are not significant. These are not significant. Leading zeros are not significant. Trapped zeros are significant. The next one, we will see trailing zeros. Now what are trailing zeros? Means the zeros which are coming at the end. Trailing zeros. Trailing zeros, we can put them in 2 categories. Number 1, if there is a decimal, with the decimal after that 0 is coming, it is significant. In this case, it is significant. If there is no decimal, then it is not significant. 0 is trailing, but no decimal, then it is not significant. Let us take some examples and we will try to learn these rules and see whether we are able to apply it. Now, these are 3 non-zero digits coming under the first category. This has 3 significant figures, right? Second example, there is a trailing 0. Trailing 0 of what category? This no decimal. No decimal means it is not significant. So the second one has 3 significant figures. Next one, it's a trapped 0. This category, it will be included. There are 3 significant figures. Again, there are trapped zeros, including non-zeros again, you will have 4 significant figures. This example, they are trailing 0, no decimal. So these zeros will not be significant. Only 1 significant figure is there, that is 5. Next one, there is a decimal, 500, point is given. Okay, so then if there is a decimal means this one, trailing but decimal is there, so they will be significant. In this you have 3 significant figures. This one is a leading 0. This category, leading zeros are never significant. So you have 2 non-zero numbers, so you have 2 significant figures. Clear till here? Again, this is a leading one, not significant. You are having only these 3 numbers put together, 3 significant figures. This will not be significant. You will have only these significant figures. This is coming after the decimal. Okay, that is on the right, though trailing, but decimal was there, so it becomes significant. You will have total 5 significant figures. This one you are having here trapped 0 but no decimal, so this will not be significant. You will have these 4. So you will have 4 significant figures. Clear? You have decimal, again trapped 0 in all varieties. You will have this 3, then 4, 6 and 9. You will have 9 significant figures in this case. This case there is decimal, so 4 plus 1, this also put together 5 significant figures. Again a decimal, you will have put together 5 significant figures. Trapped 0 plus leading will not be. So you will have 3 plus 2, 5 significant. Another thing children, if you have some numbers like this, some number given into 10 to the power, into 10 to the power, this will never be significant. So in this you have only 2. So 2 significant figure. Okay, you will not even bother about this 10 to the power minus 3. This is Avogadro's number. 10 to the power 23 you are not going to include. So you will have here total 4 significant figures. Okay. This part is clear children. How do you find this? Sometimes it is asked even in competitive exams. Any number can be given. Write down the number of the significant figures. So matter of 1 mark. When one question in competitive is 4 mark. So it's important. Even in school exams, it can be asked. Please make note of this. Let us continue now with the rules for determining number of significant figures in answers involving calculations. Mainly, in physics, when we perform experiments, you deal with some big numbers where you're multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting, and each number has different accuracy. Then how do you represent the answer? So for that also we have certain rules. First, we are talking about the rules of multiplication and division. For multiplication and division, the rule is same. Okay. Now, suppose you have this number 4.6 multiplied by 3.52. You have this number. How do you represent? You will not write answer as 16.192. How will you represent? You have to check which two numbers you multiply. How many significant figures each one has? Like this one. This has 2 significant figure. The second one has 3 significant figure. So the answer which you are going to represent should also have that many significant figures as present in the least one. That means out of 3 and 2, this is the least number of the significant figure. So answer should also have 2 significant figure. Okay, so that 2 means only this. You are not going to start writing from the right hand side, from left hand side. So you will write answer as 16 only. You will write, mention the answer as this. You will not even mention these decimals. Is it clear? The two numbers which you have to multiply, you first see how many significant figures they have. Which one of the two is having the lesser number of significant figure, answer should have that many significant figures. If you are multiplying 3 digits, 3 numbers, again you have to check the same thing. Which one is having the least number of significant figure, answer should have that many significant figures. For addition and subtraction, same rule. Now, in this we are getting a big number we have to be multiplied. I have multiplied already and written just to explain. This is the answer you are getting by multiplying them. Let us see. This one has 3 significant figures. This one has 5 significant figure. So our answer should have 3 significant figures. Now 3 significant figure means till here, means 70.2. Now one more thing, when you are representing the answer, you have to check just after the last number which we have to represent. If you are having a number 5 or greater than 5, then you will increase this first number. You will round it up. So you will represent the answer of this as 70.3. Is this clear? Two numbers were there which were to be multiplied. First is having 3 significant figure, next one is having 5. Lesser is 3, answer should be also having 3 significant figures. So 3 means still here, but if this was 4, 2, 1, then you will leave the answer as 70.2. Okay? Now, next one. You are dividing such a big number, that is 96.752 divided by this number, you are getting like this. How do you represent this now? The answer as, this one is having 5 significant figures, this one is having 4 significant figures. So our answer should have 4 significant figure. 4 means still here. You are having the next number lesser than 5. So you will not increase the last digit. You will simply mention the answer as 27.32. Clear? So you can practice some more questions from your book also. For addition, subtraction. Now the rule is little different. You must have noticed I have written like this. The purpose of writing I will explain. Suppose you have to add these two numbers. Let me write the number first. I have here, by adding 6, I have this as 7, this as 7, this as 1. How do I represent the answer now? You check which two numbers are added. Out of the two numbers, which one has lesser number of the digits after decimal? This has two numbers after decimal, this has one number after decimal. This is having lesser, so the answer also should have one number after decimal. Again, this number, that means you are going to represent till here. Beyond that, you are having number greater than 5. So you will write the answer. I am writing here so that you avoid the confusion. You will write the answer of this as 17.8. This is our answer. Is this clear? You identify which two numbers are to be added. You don't see significant figures here. In this, the rule is different. What you do is, you identify which one is having lesser number of the digits after decimal. How many digits after decimal? 1. So answer should also have 1. Let us see this one. This one is having 3 digits after decimal. This one is not having any digit. This one is having 2 digits. So our answer should have no digits after decimal as per this. Let us first add and see. You will add here, this is 8, this is 4, this is 8, this is 3, 1, this is 2. So this is not having any number after decimal. So our answer also will not have any number after decimal. But after decimal you are having a greater number. So you will write, you will increase this by 1, you will write the answer as 24. You will represent the answer. In the calculation you are going to show this as the answer. Clear? Now let us take this another example. I am taking for subtraction. If I write this for subtraction, then what? See, if I subtract this, I have this as 5, this as 1, this as 1, this as 4, this as 2 and 1. This line I wrote actually just to show this way, the extra ones you are not going to include. I have written purposely like this. This was not having, all the extra ones will be excluded. This will not be written. Here also, till here means your answer will be written till here only. This was having the lesser number of the digits after decimal. So our answer should have only 2. This is having 4 digits after decimal. This is having 2 digits after decimal. So my answer should have 2 digits only after decimal. The next number is less than 5. So you are not going to increase by 1. I will write the answer for this as, this is the answer. Is this clear, children? For addition, subtraction, for multiplication, division, we have discussed what are the rules to be followed. Few examples I have discussed, you can practice some more. Okay?